Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a review. Um, so I'm reviewing review of Devil's Left-Hand Man, which was released in 2023, and this is a Harley Wallen film, and it runs for 1 hour and 38 minutes. So the storyline is a demonic entity breaches a medium at a young couple's housewarming party, wreaking havoc and terrifying the attendees. After the party, the entity begins stalking its guests. So they attempt to fight back, but they don't know who they can trust, as the demon can shapeshift and appear to be anybody, and the stakes grow higher when the demon begins killing them off one by one. So there's a real intensity coming through right from the start of the film. The chaos begins at a seance with a group of friends who think talking to the dead at the housewarming party is a good idea. And obviously something goes horribly wrong, and what they intentionally bring through from the pit fires of hell eventually tries to kill them off one by one. This demonic entity is hell-bent on destruction, and not only is it terrifying, it is what occultists call the Devil's Left-Hand Man, who goes by the name of Agramon, who is especially terrifying because this monster can shapeshift and morph into people they know, so it's a challenge to know who is real and who is the demon. As the characters try their best to ignore what is happening after the conclusion of the seance, because it is a dire situation and lives are lost, the group need to employ the help of spiritual experts. So a demonologist called Zubula is brought on, and he's actually it's played by the director himself, Harley Wallen, as well as clairvoyant Mrs. Vesna, who conducted the seance in the first place. So the main character we follow throughout the film is Richie Stan, who is being haunted by the ghost of his father Carter everywhere he goes. Meanwhile, his mother is in a mental institution after something terrible happened to his father. So little Richie, when he was 12 years old, had to defend his mother, who was being murdered by his father, basically. And that incident certainly left an indelible mark on their lives in the worst possible way. Richie's wife, Cassidy, is finding it very difficult to understand what is happening with her husband, Richie. She confides in her friends that were there to witness a seance and are having their own issues with the entity who seems to have attached itself to the group from the seance. They are in peril. Excuse me, and it's excellent to see what happens to them. And although I have pity for their situation, I've no sympathy for them because they played a dangerous game of talking with the dead, which we know is not a good idea. The moments when we see Richie and Cassidy visit Richie's mother are fraught with tension, as we can see she's not in a very good shape at all, because she herself has been visitations from her dead husband. Nurse Martha, I really liked her character. She's really caring towards Mrs. Stan, these are also really good slower scenes to counteract the intensity of the film. When Agramon starts its reign of terror, Zubula and Miss Vesna employ the help of an expert in demonology, a man called Killian, who eventually lends them the demon killer dagger. I like this as it adds layering to the storyline and the overall plot. Homicides detectives Simmons and Blackwell are brought into the storyline as they are investigating an unexplained death, and their fates are now sealed. In this fast-paced and high-octane film, we see how lethal this demonic entity is, and how it can manipulate the situation is great to see, but also because I became invested in the characters, I didn't want anything bad to happen to them. There are instances really that draw us in when Cameron has a run-in with the demon, and when Tiffany loses her mother during all of this. Quite frightening scenes to watch. I especially love the role of Zebula. He's a great character to follow through the film. I think he's like one of my favourites. The scars on his face are memorable, and it looks like at some stage in his life he's had a run-in with a demon. The group come together towards the end of the film to not only seek solace, but to fight against Agramon. The major twist at the end was unexpected, and I like the fact that although the group have tried everything from protective amulets and a baseball bat, it takes the demon killer to end this. But is it truly the end? The cliffhanger is great. Overall, I highly recommend this one to watch. It's an epic production, and everyone once again performed their roles exceptionally well. Many of the cast I've reviewed before in other films from Whalen. Actually, I can't name them off the top of my head, but I like the fact that we get to see the same actors, which a lot of filmmakers do. They invest in the acting cast, and I think, yeah, these really work. They are such great actors. He always delivers profound films that I always really enjoy watching. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this one as much as I did. They're available on all streaming platforms. It's free to watch on Tubi, so I suggest you go over and give this one a watch to help support indie filmmakers, do what they do best. And yeah, that is my review. And until next time, catch you later and stay safe out there. And please be kind. Bye for now.